Hello, we've got this GCSE Mathematics Foundation tier, paper 2 calculator, and let's have a look, see how much time we got. We've got 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it was the paper from June 2023. Okay, let's see how we get on. Here is a number line. What number is at x? Okay, let's just define where x is. X is here. Okay, we go from 0 to 40. So there's 20's here. And if you look at this bit's divided from 0 to 20 is divided into 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 goes into 25 times. So each of these is 5, a space of 5. So this one is 25. This is 30. So x is 35. Okay. A different number line. What number is it y? Well, it's the same sort of thing. We had 0 to 6. This time it's divided into 3. So each one is 2, 4, 6. So this time y is going backwards. So it must be minus 2. Minus 2. Okay. Question 2. Match each expression on the left with the simplified expression on the right. One has been done for you. 14a minus 2a. Yes, it's 12a. So let's look at this one. 3a plus 4a. Well, they're both a. So we've got 3 and 4 is going to be 7a. That's this one here. Okay. 3a, this is times. So we have to go 3 times 3 is 9. And then a times a is a squared. So we should be looking for 9a squared. That's this one down here. 6 times 3a. Well, there's not an extra a there. So it's just 6 3s are 18. 18a. Where is 18a? There it is. And then we've got 12a divided by 4. We can do this as 12 over 4 like this. A. 4 goes into 12 3 times. So we're looking for 3a somewhere. That's up there. Is that all of them? Yes. Okay. Question 3a. Which has the bigger perimeter, shape A or shape B? Well, quick look at it. I think it's shape A because it's got more edges sort of thing on it. But we're going to count them. I always like to start from one point like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this one over here, shape B, is starting from the same point there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 12. So which shape has the bigger perimeter? It is shape A. And just some point about, they've got this area for working. It's 2 marks, so they want to see some working. We've done the working up there, and I think it's perfectly all right to just draw a line down to show where you've been doing your working like that, because you're moving on. Which shape is congruent to shape 8? Congruent. It has to be the same size. It can be rotated and it can be flipped over. So let's have a look. Congruent to shape A. The shape A is like this. It's got a little bobble sticking off there, a bobble sticking off there. It could be that one. No, it's this one over here. It's shape D because that one is next to this one here, is next to this one here. This one's separated by a line here. So I think it's shape D. It's shape D. Let's stick that down there. But congruent to. So it's been rotated and I think flipped over, but it doesn't matter. Which two shapes fit together to make a rectangle? We've got to go back up. I can see straight away it's this one here, and this one here. Because if you think this one's going to flip over into this This bit's going to go into there. And this bit here is going to go into here, into there. Right, yes, that would do it. So it's C and E. C and E. On this grid, draw a reflection of shape C. Show your mirror line. Well, we can do the shape anywhere, really. We can do a mirror line. I think we just put one straight down the back like this. There's our mirror line, if you like. So we just do the like this. The mirror line could go in many places, but that's the easiest. Question 4. Points P and Q are shown on the grid. P and Q. Write down the coordinates of P. I think you can, the way I always like to do is start from the 0, come along to the 4, well, that's our X, and then we go up 3 to the P there. So X is 4, Y is 3. Okay, next question. Angle PQR is a right angle. Work out possible coordinates for R. For PQR, it means it comes down like this. PQR. The right angle's in here, because this is R's over here. We make R here. It could be anywhere, really. So this is going to be, I'm going to say it's 1 minus 3. So the X is 1, the Y is minus 3. It's the Y, wherever, we could have picked anywhere on the minus 3. So the X value could have been anything except for, of course, 4, because that'd be right on the top of Q. A shop sells bottles of orange juice. Each bottle costs 75 pence. Work out the greatest number of bottles that can be bought with £5. Well, we're allowed to use a calculator, so we can just say 500 pence divided by 75 pence equals, and we're using the calculator now. And I'm using an emulator for the FX83 GT Plus, which is, it's been superseded now, but funnily enough, I still like this calculator. I may use the more modern one later on, but this one does everything that's needed right up to A level and beyond. Anyway, so the way we're going to do it, I like to use this fraction thing for any division, really, but I think it programs the mind to know that a fraction is really a division. We have to SD to get it to that. It's equals 6.6 recurring. And so the greatest number is 6. Okay. 2 shops sell bottles of apple juice. Shop X, pack of 4 bottles was £2.50, now 10% off. Shop Z, pack of 12 bottles, £7. At which shop is it cheaper to buy 24 bottles? Show working to support your answer. Okay. We've got to buy 24 bottles. So this is X. 4 bottles. Yeah, I'm going to just say 4B equals £2.50 minus 25, because that would be, yes, that's right, which would be £2.25. Okay, and then we're going to go 24B is 4B times 6. So we've got to times our £2.25 by 6. So we do that. I'm just going to do it using, well, I can see what it is, but never mind. Well, it's 2.25 times 6. £13.50. Okay, so that was that one. And then shop Z is pack of 12 bottles is, so 24, this is Z, equals 24 equals 7 times 2, which equals 14. cheaper. There we are. It's £13.50. So we have to answer the question. The question is, at which shop? So I'm just going to say, game has 4 cards labeled A, B, C, and D. Ellie picks 2 of the cards at random. Complete the list of the 6 possible pairs. So they're not really worried about order, because if order was, if you had BA as well, we'd have more than 6, I'm sure. So it can only be, we start with A, and A can be A, AB, or A, C, or AD. So I like to keep the first one the same, AA. So we've gone through all the ones with A in it. Now we've already covered AB, and now we can look at, and then we look at anything with the, starting with the B that we haven't got already. Well, we've got AB already, so we can't use that one. So it's got to be BC, and then we've got BD. That's that. And then we look at C. So starting with C, we've obviously got anything with B and A's already in it. So the only one can be CD. I think that's all of them. We're not worried about the order. If it was order, then we'd end up with 12 instead. So I think that's it. Yeah. Complete the boxes using 2 different even numbers and 2 different odd numbers. Okay, they're all added together. So I think we'll pick 2 to make the 6, 2 even ones. So let's go for 2 and 4. That gives us 6. So we're left with 40. And we've got to go 2 different odd numbers, because when we add 2 odd numbers together, we're going to get even. And 40 is even. So we could just go 39 and 1. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Complete the boxes using a factor of 12 and a factor of 40. When they're multiplied together, they're going to make 30. Okay, factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors of, and a factor of 40. Okay, well, we've only got to make 30, so we can pick 3 and we can pick 10. Because 10 is a factor of 40. Yeah. Complete the boxes using a square number and a prime number. Okay. Something divided by something is going to make 18. Okay. A square number divided by a prime number. Okay. Well, I can see it's 36 in divided by 2, because 2 is the prime number. So if we didn't see it straight away, what I'd go is I'd put the square numbers down first. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. And that's the first one, because 18 is half of 36. We say, right, is it, if I divide it by 2, if I divide it by 2, 36 divided by 2, because 2 is a prime number. Only even 1, although that might not be significant, but that works. 93 people were asked if they played online games one day. The frequency tree shows some information about their answers. They're going to ask us to complete it, aren't they? 93, 48, more than one played, and whatever. And we're going to see 75% of the people who answered yes. So this is the 100% point. This is the people who answered yes, 48 of them, equals 100%, because now we've got to find 75% of the people who answered yes played one game. Oh, so that goes in the no file. Yeah. More than one game played. So this no would be one game played. Okay. 75% of the people who answered yes played one game. Complete the frequency tree. So if 75% is 3/4. So if we look at 48, 1/4 of 48 is 12. So 3/4 times 48. Well, that goes into there 12 times 3 12s, 36. So 36 goes in here. 12 go in here. And we know that 93 played altogether. All right, yes. So, and we just do this one down here. So we just take 48 from 93. I'm going to do it like this. I could use the calculator, but I'll do it this way. Cross off the 9, make it an 8. Put the 1 over here. That's a 5. 4 from 8 is 4. So 45 go in here. I'll just do a quick check. The 8 and 5 make 13. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. All right. And again, my usual thing, like I was saying, all this information goes in. You can even just say C above, but it doesn't really matter. It's the examiner is going to see that. One of the 93 people is chosen at random. The probability of used social media is more than 0.68. Okay, one of the 93 people is chosen at random. What is the smallest possible number of people who use social media? Oh, I see. So it's got to be, if we work at exactly 0.68 and it comes out as a fraction of a person, then we've got to do, then we have to round it up. So we go 93 times by 0.68. And we can use this on the calculator. We can do it on the calculator. 93 times 0.68. That's our probability. 63.24. So there we go, 63.24. Now you can't have, and it says more than. One of the 93 people chosen at random, P use social media is more than 0.68. So more than that. So 63 people would be less. So more than 0.68. So what we have to do is round it up to 64. The cost of a TV streaming service is £6 per month for the first 4 months, then £11 per month for the rest of the year. So that's going to be 6, we can do it in one go, 6 times 4 plus, and I'll put this in a bracket, it doesn't really need to be in a bracket. And then we got, well, 12 months in a year, so we must be left with 8 months. So then we've got £11 times 8. I think that's correct. And we'll do our equals and we'll do it like that. So, and we won't even need the brackets with the calculator. We just go 6 times 4 plus, and it will follow the rules of BIDMAS. 112. And again, what I would do with these to save time, rather than write it there and then have to put it down here, which you see me do sometimes, but you can just do like that. The TV series has 10 episodes. 9 episodes are each 50 minutes long. One episode is 1 hour, 42 minutes long. Sorry, 9 episodes are each 50 minutes long. Work out the total length of the series, give your answer in hours and minutes. Okay, I think the easiest thing to do is we convert everything to minutes. So this is, we got 9 times 50. Okay, And one episode is, and then with the other one is going to be, and I'll do it like this, plus 60 plus 42. Oops. 42 like that. And that's going to give us our total minutes. And again, we use the calculator. Why not? 9 times 50 plus 60. I know I could have just said 102, but there we go. 552. So it's 552 minutes. Minutes. I'll say minutes like that. And then to change it to, we've got to give your answer in hours in minutes. So 552 divided by 60 is going to give our hours. So I can use it on my calculator again. I can go divide 60. Oops, equals 9.2. Does that look about right? Yes. So that's equals 9.2 hours. 9.2 hours. But the 0.2, to get that back to minutes, we've got to go 0.2 times 60. So let's go do this. I just go all clear. 0.2 times 60. Because it's a fraction of an hour, the 0.2, times it by 60, we're going to get back to minutes. 12 minutes. So I've made it 9 hours and 12 minutes, which looks good. Question 10a, there are 1,020 books in a box. 2/5 of the books are blue. How many are blue? Well, that's simply, that's a multiplication thing. You say, whenever we see of, it means multiply. So 2/5 times 1020. And again, we're allowed to use the calculator. So why not? And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to show it as a fraction. 2/5 like this. Use this to go up like that, times 1020. 408. Does that sound about right? Yes, it'd be just less than half. So again, here we go, 408. Look at that. Okay. There are green pens and red pens in a box. The ratio of green to red is 4:3. What fraction of the pens are green? Now, this has got to be a bit careful here. Right. 4:3 means there are a total of 7 parts. All right. Imagine you just had 4 green pens and 3 red pens. You'd have a total of 7 pens. And if you put your hand in the box, pulled out a green pen, you'd have a chance of 4 out of 7. So what fraction of the pens are green? It's 4 out of 7. Oh, I've broken my own rule. I should have put it straight down there. That's right. And if you want to be really pedantic, we can do it that way. 4 plus 3 equals 7 parts. There are some calculators in the box. 220 are scientific. 30 are not. What percentage of the calculators are scientific? Well, this is similar. The 100% point is all the calculators. So there's 220 plus 30 equals 250 calcs. Yeah. So that equals 100%. That's our 100% point. Okay. What percentage of the calculators are scientific? Well, then we just go 220 divided by the 250, because that's our 100% point, times by 100. And again, I'm going to put the answer straight down there like that. Again, use our fraction key like this. 220 over 250. Oops. move it across, times 100. Delete that bit. Equals 88. Yes, 88%. Certainly more than the other ones. And if you think about 30, 30 is roughly a little bit more than 10% of 250. So 10% off of 250 is going to be so 90%. So 88 is about right. Well, 88 is right, sorry. Here is a Venn diagram. The universal set is 60 people. That just means the total. H is people who own a gaming headset. So this is the headset. W is people who own a smartwatch. So these are the people in here. And this bit in the middle is going to be people who own a headset and a smartwatch. 15 of the people own a smartwatch. So 15, that means the total of the people, 15. So complete the diagram. That's going to be 15 minus 7. 7 from 15 is 8. So 8 goes in there because the smartwatch is going to be 8 plus 7. Now, we've been told it's 60 people. So if we add this lot up, the little bit that's left over, that's the people who don't own a smartwatch and they do not own a gaming headset either. So we're going to put that in there. So we just add them all up. So we know this is 24. And I can just go plus 15 actually. 15 like this. That's 9. 2 and 1, 3. So this lot in here is, the whole lot is 39. And now I just say 60 minus 39. And then I'm just going to take my answer like that and put it there. Okay. Well, that's so close to 40. 40 from 60 is 20, so it's going to be 21. Okay. One of the 60 people is chosen at random. What is the probability that they own both a gaming headset and a smartwatch? Well, that's this one here. So it's going to be 7, because that's your intersection. And it's going to be 7 out of 60. Now, I can leave it like that because 7 is a prime number. It's not going to cancel down at all. We could have done it as a decimal, but never mind. Do. Marek is going to buy a gaming headset that costs £35. He already has £19. He plans to save the rest in 2 equal amounts over the next 2 weeks. He uses this method to work out in pounds how much to save each week. What is wrong with his method? Equals 8 each week. It's probably more than they need, really. It's only 1 mark, but that will do. Guy says that 3 to 2 is an equivalent ratio to 9 to 6. Joe says that 1.5 to 1 is an equivalent ratio to 9 to 6. Who is correct? Well, half of 6 is 3. We add the half on, we're going to get 9. So half of 2 is 1. We add the 1 on, we're going to get to 3. Half of 1 is a half. Add the half on, we're going to get to 1.5. So both of them are correct. Give reasons for your answer. So I'm going to say, my reasoning was going backwards, but I'm just going to go 3 times 3 to 2 equals 9 to 6. And then we can go, how many times is it going to be? It's going to be, I think it's 6 times. 6 times 1.5 to 1, yeah, equals 9 to 6. That should be good enough. 28 is increased by 25%, 40% is increased by 15%. Which answer is bigger? Show how you decide. Okay. $28 times by 125 over 100. That's how I'm going to do it. Effectively, you're finding 1% and then times it by 125%, which would be an increase of that. So we do that one first. So that one's 35. Okay, and then the other one is we're going to go down now. So we're going to go 40 times by. This time we're going to just find it's going to be 100 minus the 15%. I know I could write that as 85, but and I'll put all of it into the calculator like that. 40 times bracket 100 minus the 15. And effectively, when you do a fraction like this, this bit gets worked out first, of course, before we divide. It's a bit like having it in a bracket. Don't need to use a bracket. It will work. 34. So our answer there is 34. So which answer is bigger? Yeah, bigger. Just say big. Oops. And I'll just say 28 increased. It's always best to really make sure we put the answer in where the answer is meant to go. Factorise 12a plus 15b. Well, in this case, there's an a there and a b there, so we're not going to be able to split anything up with the a and the b, but there is a common factor in the numbers. The common factor is, the common factors in 12 has got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and of course 12 itself. That's also the 3 is a common factor to the 15, so I could take a common factor out. 3, actually I could put the answer straight in here. 3, and then 3 goes into 12, 4 times 4a, and 3 is 5b, isn't it? So that's the only factorization that can be done. 15, write down all the integers that satisfy the inequality. Minus 3 is less than or equal to x. Okay, so it can be minus 3. Okay, on all the integers, so whole numbers. So then we can have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. But we can't have 2 because it's less than 2. See? A linear sequence starts 7, 10, 13, 16. Work out an expression for the nth term of the sequence. Well, let's find it's a linear sequence, so it's going to be the same difference. The difference is 3, 3, 3. So it goes up to 3. So it's going to be 3n for the nth term. Okay. And what I like to do is go back one place. Go back one place. So if we took minus 3 off, we're going to get to a 4 there. So that is going to be plus 4. So get back to the 0 term, because then it's a bit like saying n is 0. So this bit disappears. You must start with 4 for the 0 term. But I know we start with the first term. We just check it with one of the terms. Let's check it with the second term. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 4 is 10. Works, yeah? Oh, I've got to put it in there, so I've done it twice, but never mind. Jess saves 2 pence, 5 pence and 10 pence coins. She has 45 10 pence coins. 8 times as many 2 pence coins as 10 pence coins. £17.70 in total. Work out total value of 2p coins and total value of 5 pence coins. So and yes, so she only saving 2 pence, 5 pence and 10 pence. Okay, so 45 times 10. We're gonna have to work out all this. 45 times 10 is well, it's going to be £4.50, isn't it? £4.50. I should leave it all in pence really, but never mind, we're going to do it this way. She's got 8 times as many 2 pence coins as 10 pence coins. 8 times as many. So she's got 45 times 8. Is that right? 8 times as many 2 pence coins as 10 pence coins, and she had 45 of them, so 8 times. And then we have to times that by the 2 pence. And this time I'm going to use the calculator. 45 times 8 times 2 equals £7.20. And we add those together, £4.50, 0, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, £11.70. Take that from our 1770. 1770 minus 1170. I can see that disappears immediately. 11 from, well, it's going to be 6, isn't it? So he's got £6 of 5 pence coins. Right, so this is what I've got to make sure I answer the right question. Work out the total value of 2 pence coins to the total value of 5 pence coins. So it's been done as a ratio. Okay, so we've got to work all this out. So that's one of the things I needed. That was one of them, the £7.20 of the 2 pence coins. So now we got £6 is the amount of the value of the 5 pence coins. So the ratio is it's 7.2 to 6. And can it cancel down at all? I think we're going to have to go 720 to 600. Use pence, okay? And now we got to get, so I'm going to knock the noughts off straight away. I'm back to 72 to 60. And now I can have this. Half of 72 is 36 to 30. And 6 goes into both of those. 6 to, oh yeah, 6 to 5. I think that's right, 6 to 5. In a game, an ordinary six-sided dice is rolled. Okay. The fair spinner shown is spun. Okay. Complete the table to show all the possible scores. The score is the dice number substituted into the spinner expression. Okay, right. So what they're saying is when a 2 came up, the 2 went in where the X was. 3 times 2 is 6. And this one here, 4 times 2 is 8. And this one here is, we square 5. So I'm going to do all the square numbers first. We go 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and 36. And 2 is 2 times whatever it is. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And this one's 3 times whatever it is. 3, 6, 9. Is it 12? Yeah, 4 3s are 12. 5 3s 15. 6 3s 18. Oh, that's it. Yeah, they can ask us anything else. A player wins the game if they score 10 or more. Oh, this is one of these funny ones. Work out the probability that they win the game. Okay. Right. So we have to look at everything that's above 10. Is it right? 10 or more? 10 or more. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 chances. Out of how many in total? Well, it's a 6 by 3. 6 by 3 out of 18. Out of 18. Okay. Now, I'm going to answer that from here. So what I'm going to do is show that I've done all the work in there. And you may well do this in the exam like this, you know. You've done all our work in there. So we're going to show it comes down here like this. Okay. And the chances are 8 chances out of 18. 18. And of course we can cancel down a bit, which is 4 out of 9. All right. The game is played 711 times. Estimate the number of games that are well, we know it's 4/9 is our thing. Times by 711. The number of games that are won, which was 4/9 of 711. So we're going to go 4 over 9 times 711. 316. Let's put it in there again. Part of a regular polygon is shown. Assume that the polygon is an octagon. Work out the size of angle X. Well, there's formulas to remember for this, but it's an octagon, isn't it? So let's draw our octagon like this. So I draw an octagon, 8 sides, all the same bits and pieces. And it just so happens that this angle here will always be the same as this angle in here. All right, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yes, that angle in there. So we say 360 divided by 8. Yeah. In fact, the polygon has more sides than an octagon. What does this mean about the size of angle X? Tick one box. It will be, if you think about it, the more sides they have, the smaller this angle gets. Imagine if it was imagine if you had a triangle there. This angle is a lot bigger than this one in here. So the more sides you have, the smaller this angle gets. So it is less than the answer to part A. Write down the translation vector that maps shape A onto shape B. So this is like sometimes called a glide. You're sliding this across here and then down. Okay, it's A onto B. So A is going to go like this. This part, I'll just take 1 point. That's all we need to do. It's coming over 1, 2, 3, 4 places, and it's going to go down 3. And we show that as a vector like this. The X part goes here, and the Y part goes there. And remember, it's coming negative, so it's going downwards, -3. Okay, I'll put that somewhere. Expect, yeah. Yeah. volume of a sphere equals 4/3 pi r cubed. A bowl is a hemisphere with radius 12 centimeters. There we are. Water is poured into the bowl at a rate of 325 centimeters cubed per second for 8 seconds. Does the water fill more than 70% of the bowl? So we're going to need to know right up to the rim, what is this volume? And then take 70% of it. Well, if the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, we've got half a sphere, we're going to times it by half. So we can say 4/6 pi times the r, 12, cubed. I think that should do us. And I'm going to put it all in the calculator and see what we get. And then I'm going to go like this. 4/6. Yeah. I'll put the times in. Probably doesn't need it. Pi's down there. Times. And we can put the 12 in like this. We don't need a bracket. We just cube it. There's cube there. And we don't want it in terms of pi, so we're going to use the SD button. 3619.114. Okay. 3619.11. I'll put them all down. And now we've got to work out this. $2600. Okay. All right. And then we've got to go. Oh yeah, we then got to go 2600 divided by 3619.114737 times by 100 to get our percentage. I'm going to use the answer. I'll just click answer over like this. Move that up and then go times by 100. .84%. So we got to put a yes anywhere. Well, no, we just say yes. Show that these two rectangles are similar. Well, for them to be similar, the same angles, they can be different sizes, which we know about, but the sides have got to be in the same ratio. So all we have to do is work out the ratios. That's all. So we can just go 5/12 equals 8/19.2. Does it? 5/12 equals 0.416, and the 6 recurs. And then this one is, Claire is 8/19.2. It says 5/12, yeah. 0.416. Yes, they are. Oh, that's not the question. We just had to show that they were. 23. A factory packs X boxes of tea bags per hour. Each box contains 80 tea bags. Show that the factory packs 4x/3 tea bags per minute. Okay. All right. So a factory packs X boxes of tea bags per hour. Yeah. Each. So it's going to be X/60 is per min. Yeah. And we know that each box contains 80 tea bags. All right, so yeah, so we got X, so it's going to be 8. So the number of tea bags is 80x over 60. Knock off the naught. And then you got 3 goes into that. Sorry, 2 goes into that 3 times. 2 goes into this 4 times. Yeah, it's 4x over 3. Okay. Yep. Per minute. End of questions. Well, I hope you found that interesting and useful. Thank you for watching.